Now we're joined by Rani Yahya, who fights Kyung Ho Kang at UFC Vegas 33, Strickland versus Hall at the UFC Apex on July 31st. Rani, before we get into your upcoming fight, just take us back to March. You defeated Rai Rodriguez. It was your first fight since last year. How did it feel to get back inside the octagon after the whole pandemic had stopped you fighting and earn your first victory since 2018?
Felt very good, man. I miss that feeling, because I only fought one time in 2019, one time in 2020. So my last two win was in 2018 because my fighting in 2019 was the guy beat me. 220 was a draw, and I train every day very hard to have that moment, So I felt very happy, very good, very grateful.
What have you been working on most since that fight? Because it's been around 4 months now, and there's quite a quick turnaround in terms of for you.
Yeah, well, I work everything. I do grappling, striking, Muay Thai, karate, boxing, and do a lot of wrestling, a lot of jiu-jitsu, jiu-jitsu with gi, no gi, conditioning. I've been training. I'm always training everything, all aspects of the fight game, grappling, striking.
And how's the training camp been going ahead of this fight?
It's going perfect. It's going perfect. I started my training camp in Brazil. Now I'm in Florida. I'm in American Top Team. Here is a very high level training. I enjoy being here a lot. Increases my level way too much. So many good people here. So many information exchange. So it's going great.
And coming off that recent submission victory, going to this fight now, are you going after that UFC submission record? Because obviously you're not too far off. Charles Oliveria is top with 14. I believe you're 3 off at the moment. Is that something you're chasing?
Yeah, I chase that. I don't focus too much on that, but the thing is, I want to increase my submission record. I'm happy to have my name surrounded by all these legends, Royce Gracie, Demian Maia, and yeah, I just wanna have my name there. It doesn't matter if Charles has more than me, Royce has more than me, or I have more than somebody, but I just wanna have my name around these legends.
And talking strictly jiu-jitsu, how do you think you compare against some of the best in UFC in terms of those legends, in terms of Damian Maia, Charles Oliveira, and Rodolfo Vieira, for example?
My jiu-jitsu, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could say by the time that I'm UFC, by the time that I'm winning, tapping people, I could say that in a very good level, my jiu-jitsu. I dedicated my career, most of my career, to apply jiu-jitsu in mixed martial arts and also apply jiu-jitsu in UFC, okay? Because mixed martial arts represents a sport, but UFC represents the highest level of this sport. When we talk about strategy, talk about professionalism, every fight in UFC is obsessed at some point to get a win, to become a champion. They deal with very professionalism, so it's a very high level. So the fact that I'm here for over 10 years, winning and submitting people, that means a lot for me. That means that, and for other people too, that means that I am on the highest level of jiu-jitsu in mixed martial arts.
Do you think your BJJ is the best in your division?
It could be. I believe so. The other guy who's doing a very good job is Aljamain Sterling, but The thing is this: in MMA, we gotta understand that is grappling and striking. You know, so that's why I say Aljamain is doing a very good job because he's being able to take people down, except his last fight. But what he did to Corey Sanhagen and to other guys, uh, taking people down and keep them down. He's very good too, very good grappler. As a grappler, he's doing very good. But I feel that I'm in a better level than him, grappling wise.
In terms of looking at the last fight, your game plan worked superbly. It was flowed excellently. Is that something you want to kind of take into your next fight and deploy your grappling and your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and just take out Kyung Ho Kang as quickly as possible?
Yeah. What was the question? The question is,
will the game plan be similar in terms of trying to get him out of the octagon as quickly as possible?
Yeah, the plan. I expect a 3 rounds. I expect a 3 round fight. You know, because he's a very good scrambler, Kyung Ho Kang. And his fight style. He's not a finisher. He got some good submissions, but usually he wins by decision. You know, and honestly, I expect to fight the 3 rounds. But if there is a submission or knockout on the way, I noticed that he doesn't have a very good chin. You know, he doesn't trust and he's striking too much. So I'm confident that I can beat him on the grappling and on the striking department.
So you're expecting him to push you to three full rounds?
I expect myself to beat him up for 3 rounds, to dominate him for 3 rounds, you know. And if there's a submission or a knockout in the way, I'm gonna get it. But based on the type of fight he makes, because he scrambles a lot, and I also noticed that the 3rd round he slowed down, you know. So I expect that to go for 3 rounds. I'm training to perform good on the 3 rounds.
And this fight is taking place at the UFC Apex again. Your last fight was at the UFC Apex.
Yeah.
Is it something that you look forward to, is fighting somewhere you've fought before and everything's the same, so you're used to the circumstances?
Man, I enjoy fighting Apex way too much, man. A lot, you know. And yeah, I want to go back there. I'm happy to go back there because I enjoyed a lot fighting there. I felt very comfortable. You know, I don't know if there's gonna be a crowd or not. That doesn't really matter. The way that things went, you know, we had a hotel only for the fighters. No, not too many distractions. I really enjoy the way the things go. I'm very happy. If you ask me if I have to choose one place in the world to fight again, where would be? I would say Vegas. Even if you say you can fight in Brazil in your hometown, you can fight in Florida, yeah, America top team. For my next fight, I'll say Vegas because I really enjoyed my how the Apex show are going.
So if you were offered a fight on a UFC pay-per-view card in front of fans, or if you were offered a fight at the UFC Apex with no fans, would you prefer to take the Apex fight?
It depends. It depends. I mean, a UFC pay-per-view fight is something massive. It's something huge. You know, there's a lot of visibility. You know, that's very important in the sport today for we as an athlete. So, I mean, I don't really know. You know, money-wise would be the same thing, except for the aspect that now the UFC bonus they increase for 75 grand for pay-per-view cards. So it really depends, you know. But the thing is that my next fight is in the Apex, and I enjoy fighting there.
And your next opponent, Ho Kang, have you watched any tape of his previous fights leading up to this?
Yeah, I watched a lot. And like I said, usually his fights goes to decision, close decisions. He slowed down a little bit the third round. There were many fights where he slowed down the third round. Good scrambler, a good clinch takedowns, good timing for takedowns. Doesn't seem to have a good chin. It's more like I mean, he likes to be on top and earn some points there. I don't see nothing special, nothing new that would surprise me in his game. He got some good kicks too, but he doesn't use too much. It doesn't seem that he trusts his striking. He doesn't really have a good takedown defense as well. So I can say good aspects on his game, and also I can see where he's not good. Many things where he's not so good.
So do you have a prediction in mind of what we'd prefer to, or what you would expect to come fight night? What is your prediction for the fight?
It's like I said, man, I'm ready to fight all the 3 rounds. I expect, if you ask me this question today, I'm gonna say that I'm ready to win this fight by decision, by unanimous decision. Okay, but if there's a submission on the way or a knockout, I'm there. I'm ready to do it. Because if you asked me that before, like couple 2-3 years ago, I always gonna say submission. I'm ready. I'm gonna submit first round, submit second round, or even knockout. But now, my prediction is the full 3 rounds. Because I wanna do this. I wanna fight for the 3 rounds. I have the mindset for the 3 rounds. I'm preparing myself for 3 rounds, and like I said, that was my mindset for my last fight too. I wanted to win by decision. I wanted to take the guy down and beat him up for the 3 rounds. But the guy gave me the opportunity, which of course I'm gonna take it.
And of course, you've had a lot of different submissions over the years. Is there a favorite submission of what you would like working most on in the training camp, or one that is more satisfying to pull off when you win a fight?
Uh, I like to feel the guy tapping, but I like choke. I'm gonna say that's not about satisfaction, but I get a lot of chokes, all kinds of chokes, rear naked choke, guillotine, many types of different chokes.
And after your last victory, you've called out Alex Caceres, your previous opponent Barboza, who you drew with, and Uriah Faber. Are those 3 opponents the same ones you'd look to fight past your next opponent as well, or do you have any other names that you want to call out?
No, I'm very focused on Ho Kang now. I asked for those names, but UFC didn't give me any of these guys. Maybe I don't know why. But they're focused on different things now. Faber, he has a family now. I think he's focused on his family. Barzola kind of disappeared. He hasn't fought since our fight. Doesn't have anything booked. And Carceri is on the featherweight division. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with these guys, but it doesn't matter. Hokan is a great opponent. I watched him for a long time, and I'm ready to beat him.
You've fought twice in 2021, which is quite impressive, and possibly 2 wins if you do win. Would you like to fight again this year?
I will say yes. I'll say yes, but of course I need to perform good in this fight. Make sure that my body's healthy, which is the most important thing for me. Result is very important, and get out of the octagon very healthy is something very important too. So yeah, I would say yes.
That's brilliant. Well, good luck and all the best for your upcoming fight, and thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Ian.